Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, where you better tune in. You can see the picture, all you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave, it's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gon' win. If they take your loss, they gon' hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes, he a fan for life. And he sitting court size. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. How I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball, I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, the Kimbe. I ain't gotta try. Maxi for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time. B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die. They eat, sleep Sixers. You should know that it's game time.
Alfonso, this shit wavy.
Welcome back to East Sleep Sixers. It's your boy Sixers fan for life. We got 205 the sports guy. We got BG. And we ain't got Jen today. But Sixers made some big moves as of 3:30 a.m. last night.
No. It started at 1:45.
1:45. I'm sorry, I didn't get the notification.
Kelly Oubre signed first.
I bet.
That was the small splash.
That was the small splash. But welcome to Philadelphia 76ers, Paul George. Welcome,
yes, sir.
Andre.
Can we get some claps? Can we get some claps? Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back, Andre Drummond. That's something that me and BG wanted all last year. Everybody wanted shooters. Me and BG was just knocking our heads on our desks here because we wanted a big man backup center that can help Joel Embiid. And now we got that back. You know what I'm saying? The team is looking pretty good. A lot of people are still very hesitant because people are saying about, these guys being healthy. But come on, let's not bring negativity into the positivity
at
here.
all.
I want to be optimistic. We got back Kelly Oubre. We brought Paul George to this team. We brought back Andre Drummond. We got Eric Bledsoe.
Don't announce them all. Can we go over
Come on, man.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we go
Look, I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited because I saw a lot of posts and what Vegas is saying the odds for the Sixers are. But
fuck Vegas.
But I just want to see it.
They got us as the second favorite, Carl.
Yeah, they got us as the second favorite, bro. Come on, I'm excited. I hope all the true fans out there are excited because if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan, come on, man. Like this, you got to be happy about these moves here, man. I'm happy. You guys happy?
Hey,
I'm happy.
I'm elated, bro. I'm absolutely happy. But while I made that comment earlier in my move, I want this team to stay hungry. I want them to stay with a chip on their shoulder because we have not won anything. Nobody on our team has won anything. So I want them to enter the season with that hungry approach. I would like our backup point guard to get signed back as well, if possible.
Oh, well, let's not forget neither. Let's not forget big ups to Tyrese Maxey.
I wanted to go over the damn free. You just announced everybody wasn't the time.
Go ahead. Hey, BJ, do it again. Do it again, BJ. Do it again. Go ahead, BJ.
So at 145,
go ahead, BJ.
At 145, Kelly Oubre agreed to a 2-year, $16.3 million deal to stay with the Sixers. I wanted him on a 2-year deal. One and done, I didn't like that, and I knew we had to sign him, and I didn't want to sign him to another one. So I'm glad he at least shored up 2 years because I think
I like this guy.
I like our window of 2 years. Our window of 2 years is huge. Oh, that's Blow Range. That's he got a page. He got a Knicks page, man. You gotta follow his John.
He got a podcast. I watched him a little bit.
I was on this show. I was on this show probably a week ago. Right before they got Mikal Bridges. Like we got off the air. Well, I got off the air. He stayed on. I got off the air, and like 20 minutes later, they got Mikal Bridges. I said, "Ain't this about the Villanova Knicks?"
Hey, Jose. Oh, Jose, you hear that? David Ruffin them broke off and he started making solo albums. You hear that, Jose? What's going
Yeah,
on? He broke off from the
David
Temptations
Ruffin over there,
and he
he
making
done broke
solo
off,
tracks.
making
Blow,
solo
blow.
albums. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But listen,
Hey,
that's my brother.
Big Freeze. Put in the comments what my stance was on that podcast that day. Who was I there representing? Who you put in the
Hey,
chat to tell everybody to follow on your joint? Come on, don't do me like that. All right, 3:30 happened. Y'all not gonna
That's
get on
loud.
me.
That's
3:30.
loud.
No. All jokes aside, man. Listen, man. BG's our brother. He's always gonna be our brother. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta go to YouTube land and snatch him
Absolutely.
over from that podcast and bring him back to East Leaf Sixes, I'm gonna do it. Like
Why
I'm
are
gonna
Absolutely.
we
do it.
talking like
we gotta
BG
do.
going somewhere?
What we
I,
gotta
Like
do.
the Sandman from the Apollo. I'm gonna get the cane. I'm gonna hook him back in.
I was
He ain't going
invited.
nowhere.
I was invited to a podcast to represent East Sleep Sixers and give an unbiased opinion on their free agency as a spokesman for
Hold
East
on,
Sleep
hold on,
Sixers.
guys. Hold on, guys.
Everybody on East Sleep Sixers was shout out. Everybody on the page knew who y'all was, and they got the link in the
We done
comment.
fired
Come
BG
on,
up.
man.
We
Don't
done
do me
fired
like that.
them
Y'all
up.
know it's East Sleep Sixers till I die, dog.
He cried. Hey,
No. We just messing
blow,
around, man. You know
blow range tears.
we know we gotta mess around. We gotta have fun. We gotta laugh, man. That's what it's all about. But
Hey, for him having one of our family members on the show, I would love to invite you on the show sometime this season. Preferably when we play y'all. It's the hottest ticket in the freaking NBA right now. We play y'all a couple times next year, I believe 3. So I would love to have you on the show, speaking for the whole family up here, when we face you guys to get your tape, New York tape, and our tape. You know what I mean?
listen, bro. Listen, we got a lot of scrutiny from Blow Range in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's our guy, though, man. We love. Listen, you can't have sports without debate, bro. What's the fun in that? That's like looking in the mirror and arguing with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So, big shout out to Blow Range Tears. Go give him a follow up. You know what I'm saying? We're here to support each other no matter what, man. You know what I'm saying? One team, one dream. It doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? So big up the Blow Range.
Hey, they said it best on Paid in Full.
One band, one sound.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats.
Everybody
and
eats, man.
And guess what,
Yeah,
Daryl Morey?
most
Daryl Morey didn't miss his meal last night. Daryl Morey seemed to go into the office pretty early this morning. As I said, Kelly Oubre signed at 1:45, and then at 3:30, the bombshell of the summer that the Sixers needed. I mean, at the end of the day, we knew we were going to get a max guy, and it happened early on in free agency. Thank goodness. Paul George agrees to a 4-year, $212 million max contract, basically replacing Tobias Harris's contract.
Absolutely.
How do
Absolutely.
y'all feel about the Paul George signing? I know that I was on the fence about it. I really didn't want to give him a max with the years because of his age. But now that he's a Sixer, I'm able to say, you know what? I realize what Paul George brings to a team. And we definitely got better this morning. We definitely got better.
I need to add my 2 cents into it since you asked.
Go ahead, do that.
All right, listen. You listen. You know how critical I was of Tobias Harris. All right, but let's keep it 100. Right. If you look at Tobias Harris doing his try-hard mode on his contract year, and then you look at Paul George and his try-hard mode on his contract year, look at the difference. Look at the difference. The man knows how to score. He can shoot from the 3-point line. He can attack the basket. Let's not be naive here and act like Paul George is not a threat. Like,
defend.
he can defend as well. You know what I'm saying? We get a defender with that. So what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying? We're all being optimistic here. Everybody could sit here and talk about, injury prone. Woo, woo. Come on, we've seen a lot of players come back from injury. Porzingis came out of nowhere and was being a beast, a vital piece of that championship team, and he was injured. So come on, let's not talk about injuries, man. You know what I'm saying?
Paul George wasn't injured last year either, Jose. So they can miss me with
played.
all that.
No.
He played 70 games last year.
He played
Come on. What I'm saying is,
I'm agreeing with you.
No. I just
want
want
to your point.
I just want to make a quick comparison, real quick. Remember when Adrian Peterson got injured and people said that he was not going to come back? If you don't remember, he came back and was a better version of himself, and he still was crushing the NFL. So come on, you know what I'm saying? Let's not be too negative Nancy here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So I just
Phil.
want to see my Sixers team compete and do the best they can and try to make the finals and hopefully win one. Like every other fan would like on their own team. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hate on nobody. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I'm confused. Phil, I know you're a Knicks fan and everything, and you just put injuries are a risk, especially in Embiid. So are injuries a risk for the Knicks too? Because everybody on the Knicks got hurt this year as well. Like, come on, we know it's a part of the game. It's a risk for everybody. Like, we not naive enough to think that that Paul George can't get hurt, that Embiid can't get hurt. We know that's a part of the game, just like everybody on the Knicks wind up getting hurt. Come on, bro. Like, at least if you want to come in here talking crazy, talk facts and talk basketball with us. Don't just come in here and try to have the most outlandish comment. You
Bro, Julius Randle was injured and they still did their thing.
Phil, let me answer BG question. And Phil is a Sixer fan. Just to answer you from that.
I'm sorry, Phil. I apologize, Phil. I apologize.
Yeah, at first I was on the ropes like y'all about this signing, because the guy is at the tail end of his career, but still playing in his prime, like at LBJ. He's at the tail end of his career. He's asking for a max contract, which you normally don't give to people at his age group. But look at his group of players and his age group, the superstars that are still in the league. They all got that bag on their last contract because he's still performing at a very high level. We said once that we couldn't replace a Tobias Harris easily because as much as we get on him, he averaged 16, 17 points a game. He plays on the defensive side of the ball and he grabs rebounds. What the Tobias Harris lacked in is showing up in big moments in the playoffs and when we needed him the most. If you flip the books and look at the stats from Paul George, he has the most points in the NBA, I believe, in the fourth quarter. He's shooting at a very high percentage in the fourth quarter. To be quite frank, he's the total opposite of Tobias Harris. That's why you go spend this bag. That's why you go get this guy. He's a closer. He's the closer that we've always needed. Point exactly.
But can we dead this real quick before it gets out of hand? If Paul George comes to Philadelphia and averages 19, please, y'all, understand that Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid are in their prime. Embiid more towards the tail end, even though he kind of get better every year. But let's be clear. Don't think it's a bust if Paul George doesn't average his average 25, 23. Don't be upset at those if those numbers are 18, 19. It's going to be the little things, the fact that he can make shots down late in the fourth quarter, the fact that he can create his own shot, the fact that if Embiid is on the block getting doubled, he can catch and shoot. He is a threat at all times from all three levels. He can score. So I like it, man. I like it as much as I didn't want it. Now that he's a Sixer and I look at what we have on the roster currently, like when I look at the 9 guys we got, I was like, yo, we all right, yo. We still need a power forward, y'all. We still if if Paul Reed is starting at power forward, I'm not gonna be happy, dog.
I'm not
gonna be happy, dog.
Just to get on our next topic, since we named all the signings, you just touched on it. Holes that need filling. Who can we possibly fill these holes with? Unless you've been living under a rock, the NBA, the whole NBA is talking about Lauri Markkanen, and he's available. Utah is shopping him around. It's smoke and mirrors. Is it the real deal? How do you guys feel about that? Would you totally go bankrupt and getting a guy like that, leaving us handcuffed?
We literally can't. We can't sign Lauri Markkanen. He just made an all-star team. We can't sign another all-star. That's over with. Now we just filling the roster. Please, anybody with the Lauri Markkanen dreams in their head, well, we signed a $200 million man and then 5 hours later signed our kid to a $200 million extension. Lauri Markkanen's off the table in my opinion. Like,
I just want that cleared up for the people. But also, the Sixers can obtain him, but that will put him in the same position that the Clippers was in. You can't give all these guys a contract at the end of the contract year. So somebody would have been walking, and it would have been Markkanen after his contract is up. Do you Do you trade 4 or 5 draft picks for a 1 year rental? I don't know.
Like I said,
I
I
don't
just
know.
Phil. My thing is, Laurie Markkinen is not like a fill-in piece. He's not going to a team.
No,
He's not going to go to a team to be a fourth option. Like he's probably going to go to a team. He's going to get offered a lot of money from somebody more than likely. So why come to Philadelphia? Yes, to win. If he came here, it'd be huge for us. But he would take a huge pay cut. You think he would leave that money on the table, Phil, if he could get the
no,
money from somewhere
not
else?
at this, not at this point in his career. Not at this point in his career. You know, if he was at the point where he was thirstier for a championship than money,
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
at this point in
He
his
young.
career,
He young. He just came off. He played an All-Star game this year or the year before. Whenever he played an All-Star game,
this year,
like let's like he's not. Who? Where? How can we? How could he be on the Sixers team? After we just
okay,
signed, we got 3 people making $200 million.
I'm throwing some names out there. These names have been discussed. This
No,
is a
and
name
this
that
is
I'm
not me
gonna.
saying it to you now. I think Phil
No,
thinks
you're
that.
saying it to everybody. I
No,
got you.
no. I'm talking to the comments. Phil said I'm off with that, and I just don't think that we can get him. I don't think we can.
No, BG. Phil's saying BG. He's agreeing with you. He's saying that's way off the table. He said the
Yeah,
marketing deal is way off the table
me and
and
Phil
whatnot.
is just me and Phil just on 2 different pages and on the same page at the same
At the
time.
same time, y'all banging head.
Look, you know how they
Jesus,
say
Phil.
you can't really read a text message and really tell how a person's saying what they saying the inflection.
How would y'all feel
We've been
about
beefing the
bring?
whole time, Phil. I'm sorry.
How would y'all feel about bringing the homie back, who's been rumored, to being shopped as well by Phoenix, who was cleaning freaking house
I think
evidently.
I think he's unrestricted.
He's unrestricted.
I think Dario's unrestricted. I could be wrong. Like, look, I followed NBA. I follow the Sixers every step. Everything else I know a little bit about. I think Dario might be unrestricted.
I think he is as well.
I
I
think he
think
might
he
be
is as
unrestricted.
well.
And he got to
And
be
if that's
willing to take. He got to be willing to take a little bit of money simply because I mean you haven't had great seasons since you left us. You've been hurt.
but
You've been
still
out of
he
the
still
lineup.
has the I feel like he has the skill set needed for this team in that position. Um, there hasn't been a better power forward playing alongside Joel Embiid. People can scream Batum all you want. There hasn't statistically been a better power forward beside Embiid since Dario Saric. And I think he will bowl well in a Sixer jersey in that starting lineup. I just think he would. Defense is off, not the best shot blocker, but the ball could grab rebounds, he could hustle, and he can shoot and pass.
Yeah. The thing I think we have to come to the realization is, as much as we don't want to say, hey, just add whatever we need, we might be down to we got to get the best available that's willing to do what it takes to get a championship. We don't need a 20-point scorer playing power forward. That's not what we're looking for. So don't be
All right.
upset if during the rest of free agency we don't get no splash names. We added
No.
names. We added Eric Gordon. We added Paul George. We got Tyrese Maxey back. We got Kelly Oubre back. We got the rookie. What's his name? The TikToker. I've
Hold
been
on, we
trying.
gotta address this
Jared
ball.
Jared McCain. He be getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on him no more. But this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna be fans of other teams. You're gonna come in here. You talk your rah rah. Listen, we all for it. We want everybody. But let's get the facts straight. You saying PG ain't enough, bro. LeBron ain't enough. Bronny ain't enough. Y'all, LeBron took a $25 million pay cut so y'all could sign Thompson. Clay Thompson is in Dallas. Y'all in trouble. So, before you come through here talking about what we going through, y'all need to look at your own backyard. We making hay out here. Sorry, BG.
We can't talk until we show it. I'm gonna be real with you.
I hear you. I
We
hear
gotta
you.
show it. Hey, Phil, Drummond. Oh my goodness, that Drummond signing. Thank you. You know, a lot of times we say like when we got Kyle, we was like, damn, a year too late, or 3 years too late, or when now that we got Eric Bledsoe. Remember we wanted Eric Bledsoe like 3 years ago. 3 years.
Hold
too
on.
late.
Eric
Now we got.
Bledsoe.
I mean, I say Eric Bledsoe.
Because y'all both said
Eric Gordon.
that. I was wondering, did we have a sign and I didn't know about
We both said
Okay.
it too. Jose said it earlier. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I
Eric,
apologize.
we got Eric Gordon. 3 years, probably too late. This is the one that I'm saying is not too late. We only need you to be a rebounder. Like that's it.
That's it.
Like that's
And
it.
block shots.
Like
That's it.
Like that's it. Like we don't need much more. Our biggest problem was we couldn't rebound the ball, dog. We couldn't rebound the ball. When the B
I
went
mean,
down, we looked terrible.
now that we filled out our major positions of need, like you just said, we just need to fill the roster out with key role players.
Ooh, I got a question. I got a really
Go ahead.
serious question for y'all. How would you feel if Joel Embiid plays in the Olympics?
If he what?
If he
I don't
plays
want
in
him
the
to.
Olympics,
I don't want him
how
to.
would,
He could
how
play
would
next
you
year.
feel? I didn't ask you what you want, because anybody that's affiliated of a 76er fan should not want him to play in the Olympics. But
Right.
how would you feel knowing that, all right, man, it looked like they might be trying to ramp up probably the best roster they put around me since the Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons bum ass days. They putting a roster around me to compete. Should I get my body right? Should I show this city that I'm about everything? Or is it bigger than that? I want to win a gold medal. I want to win a gold medal for this country. I want my son to see me win a gold medal, because that's his biggest thing. So
I mean, some
how would you feel
some
about
players
it?
from overseas, some players from overseas, BG looks at that World Cup. They look at that gold medal as a form of a championship, or that they could put in their China cabinet for years to come. That may not have even sniff a championship in the NBA. So I understand if Joel Embiid might want to accomplish a goal like that, but after a season we just had, after the way he went out, I want him fully concentrating on being 100%. So I would feel bad. I wouldn't feel right about it.
Yeah, I just don't know how that'll sit with me. It's like, damn, it's hard to even say those words. You putting playing for your country over the city, and it sounds terrible when I say it. It's just, damn, man. I just want him to be as healthiest, because I think, don't get me wrong, we just locked up Paul George for 4. Maxey's here for 5, and B's gonna be here for at least 2 more. I, I, I look at our window as being 2 years, 2 to 3 years. We can't, if we don't win a championship this year, I'll be fine with it if we show progress. If we're in the Eastern Conference Finals or we go to the finals, it would hurt to lose. Don't get me wrong, I don't want us to lose. But if we lost, it wouldn't sting as bad. Because most of the time, teams like this don't get it right the first year. Hell, the Heatles lost to Miami in the first year. I mean, lost to Dallas in the first year. Super teams, once they get together, don't always click. It only happened once. That was Golden State when they added KD, but they was already a dynasty. So I don't if it doesn't happen, I don't think I'll be mad, but I think they have to put that sense of urgency of, hey, this 2-year window is so huge. This 2-year window can really say a lot about this organization. And we said it at the draft. There's no more excuses. This is officially Daryl Morey, Nick Nurse, and Elton Brand's team.
Most
All we
definitely.
left them was Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul Reed, and Ricky Council. Hey, now y'all do what y'all want to show me that y'all could build a champion. Show me that you could coach up a champion. And now is no excuse. So I think this 2 years, this 2-year window is so huge for Philadelphia, man. It's so huge for us, man. We ain't won in 41 years, dog.
Right. Right. You mentioned 2 years. A lot of people was coming at me. Why would y'all max him for 4 years? Why would y'all give him 4 years? And bro, people don't understand how huge this 2-year window is. You pay a guy for 4 years for a strong chance, 2 years in a row, of being one of those teams. Yeah, you chalk that up. Yeah, you do that. A lot of teams traded 4, 5, 6 first-round picks for this opportunity that we just paid this man for, and we still have our picks. So surround these guys with talent with years to come. So, I am satisfied with Daryl Morey's job thus far. I am. Between the draft, between free agency, I feel like this guy has answered the bell. Well done, my boy. Well
That's
done.
a fact. Hey, you said, are we a super team, though? I think we're a solid, great team on paper right now as is, and I agree with you. We're nothing until we put it on the court. But at the end of the day, we have 3 people that made the All-Star team last year. 3 players that made the All-Star team last year. So they're going to call us a super team. We can be realistic and say, hey, we want to see it first. But let's be clear. Everybody's going to say, hey, this is the best 3 trio in the NBA. They're going to give us that title.
Most definitely. I'll tell you one thing, this needs to be the hardest working off season training camp that the Sixers have ever had because the NBA, we put the NBA on notice this off season. And best believe every team we play next year, we're going to get the best shot. That's what happens. So we need to be prepared for that. We're not going to see the same
Make
level
no
of play we
mistake.
saw last
Make
year.
no mistake. The Sixers they still got some pennies in the piggy bank.
Oh,
Hey, that was a good point, Carl. Whatever you was trying to say is not being said.
Well, anyway, the Sixers got some pennies in the piggy bank. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? What Daryl Morey still got up his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? He might have a card that he was saving and for last, and who knows? But right now, to be honest with you, with the way I'm looking at the Sixers team, we don't need a superstar at that position to begin with. We just don't need a lazy player in that position. As long as we get somebody who can go down there and hustle, I feel like that'll be good enough.
We need a power forward back.
No, we do. We absolutely do. I'm not saying we don't.
We need it back.
I'm not saying we don't.
That's the biggest
PG.
need. I'm not saying that you weren't, but
Yeah.
I do think that's our biggest need, man. I think that's our biggest need now. When you look at that, when you look at the roster as constructed now, man, it's clear as day. We just don't have a starting power forward yet. More to come. More to come. Hopefully, somebody's on the phone right now, trying to find somebody that could just fit into the starting lineup. Somebody that fits with the lineup.
Listen, all they gotta do is bring in somebody as ugly as Tyrone Hill, and we good with that.
There's only one other person that's on that level, and he was coaching last year, and then he won a championship this year for the Celtics. So ain't too many people we could bring in that's on that level. I'm sorry, bro.
All we need is somebody as ugly as Tyrone Hill, and we're gonna be Gucci.
I said, hey, RJ, I said Montrez the other day. I said, what y'all think about that? I'm telling you, man, I be watching Trez in the summertime.
So you willing to do the whole trash thing again?
No, but
even when we got too
I would say
big?
no because I wouldn't want him starting at power forward. Like I like Trez.
Right.
I like Trez, but I wouldn't want him starting at power forward. At the end of the day, I need a starting power forward. And I don't think Trez is a starting power forward in today's NBA.
I'll tell you one thing. Out of all the positions that we filled, this power forward slot is huge. It's huge. You saw Batum last year. And they didn't have gaudy numbers, but when he wasn't in that lineup, we looked off. We looked different. Putting somebody in that slot who could facilitate, grab rebounds, and defend is very important. So we need to get this move right. It ain't got to be a marketing, but he got to still be able to play. You know what I mean? Got to be able to get dirty. I take Twin, the other twin. I would take him.
Which twin?
The other twin, not the twin we had, the other twin.
The other twin? No. We had the
You
better
wouldn't take him for 1 year?
We had the better twin, and he wasn't even starting.
I would take him back too.
Markieff
I would want it.
he don't even get in. Like none of the teams he played for, he get in, and he gonna start for us.
I think he could still ball. They are twins, aren't they? His brother could still ball. But I do want somebody up there more, a veteran who's gritty, who could grab rebounds, who's not a punk. We need somebody in that starting lineup at power forward who's not a punk. No, not PJ Tucker, BG. Shut up.
No. That's a good point, Carl. Because we don't have no ruggedness in the
No tough guys.
No tough guys.
Drummond.
No, I'm talking about in the starting lineup. Like
Nah, they all soft.
when somebody knocking beat over, who gonna step up? Like that's the question.
Oubre is the closest guy we got to that, and
Oh, yeah.
he's iffy with that.
Oh yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
now if you a referee, you a bitch.
No, I'm talking about an extra.
Like I would have been pissed off if you ain't bring back the man who said, "You a bitch, and you a bitch."
It's
I would've
kinda-
been
Right
real
in front of
pissed
his
off.
ball.
I know we was talking. Hey, hold on. Let me finish. I know we was salty. We ain't back. We got rid of Pat Bev because we thought that was that guy as far as that intensity and what he brings to the table. But make no mistake, Kelly Oubre is no bitch.
No, not even a little bit.
You bring him back just like the dude that flipped off Russell Westbrook. Both of them.
Hey,
both of them should be bite.
I want to answer this question from Jay Harris, and I'm sure my counterparts will echo my sentiments. We don't rank us nowhere. We right where we was last year. Whatever we was ranked last year before we entered the playoffs, that's what we rank now. You know, it don't start until that ball go up and the players go out there and the chips fall where they met. You know, we're not doing the whole ESPN thing. Oh, the Sixers are number one, and we haven't played the game together yet. We haven't practiced together yet. We gonna get
Practice? We talking about practice?
there.
We talking-
Not a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Daryl Morey did what he was supposed to do this offseason.
No, wait. No, he didn't.
Thus far.
Don't tell Daryl Morey that his job is done.
No, thus far.
Don't you let him think that his job is done.
This man got $20 million to play with 3-4 roster spots. I think the kids are going down to the G League. Maybe that's just me. I don't think these guys are going to play, especially on this team. I think the kids are going to spend a good time down in G League. And I think we'll see young kids like Ricky Council. And I think we'll sign back the other young kid that we was bringing up too. They have more experience.
Where's the guard? Where is our backup guard at though?
Where's our starting guard at?
Word on the streets is that the NBA.
We got our 2 start guards.
Word on the streets is that the NBA is word on the streets is that the NBA is investigating Joel Embiid's eyes for side-eyeing Paul George. You know, when he was sitting at that table. Word on the street is that
he sounded so serious, BJ. I had so much hope for this comment right here.
You know, they're saying that they're investigating Joel Embiid's eyes for tampering. I'm just saying, but I'm glad that Daryl Morey did not hesitate to do something about this team. You know, after the finals was over, he made some noise. They're talking about it internationally, and I appreciate what Daryl Morey did. Yeah, we still got a piece that we need in this puzzle. So I'm hoping that Daryl Morey has something else left in his sleeve, and that's me being optimistic. But I'm excited. And I can't wait for next season. I'm stoked. You know, and I'm praying for health. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, injury." Come on, dude. I saw players come back from injury and make noise. Like, miss me with that.
What they were saying?
They were saying a lot.
Injuries.
But let's not act like people can't come back and make noise after an injury, man. It's been seen before, man. You know what I'm saying? Is people just want to hate, and that's all it is. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm a Sixers fan for life, as you can see it. You know, every time we take the comments off and the name tag comes up, so I'm riding with my team. I don't care what anybody says.
Most definitely. I have one request from Daryl Morey. Bring that man campaign back. Some things you could coach, and heart is not one of them. On a team that lacks it, I think you bring that man back. You know,
Wouldn't mind him being our backup point guard. I'm not gonna lie.
At all, he's a proven commodity on his team and in the NBA.
Lie. If he was our backup point guard, I would not be upset.
I got a cool question though. Now that we talked about all the signings and everything, what do you think about our draft pick and all his TikTok social media that he's been doing since he came to the Sixers? What do y'all think about that?
Hey, Jose, at first, I really didn't mind it. You know, I got kids. I understand the wave that all the kids are on nowadays. They're all doing everything that you see. But after him being here for a week, and I've seen like 4 or 5 videos, I think it's going to be a distraction for himself, not the team, for himself to be totally locked in, because there will be so many people talking about this for a young kid that doesn't have experience with NBA press. I'm scared of the question he might get asked.
Oh man,
you know?
like listen, I don't mean to poop in your cereal, but come on, let the kid be happy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a dream. Listen, this is a dream. You know, it all depends what he does, how much noise he makes. Who knows, man? Look at Tyrese Maxey, bro. People wasn't really giving him a shot at first, and he sat there and promised to be better every day. Every day he said, I'm gonna be better than I was yesterday. And Tyrese Maxey delivered, and from what we see, he was rewarded for it. So let's not count this kid out. He's excited. This is what he dreamed of when he was 4 years old and he picked up a basketball and he was double dribbling and grabbed the basketball and ran from one side of the house to the other without dribbling. You know how every other kid does when they first pick up a basketball. This is what you dream of. So let's not poop on his parade. He's excited. You know what I'm saying? As everybody else would be. So let's be happy for him.
Most definitely. BG, what's your take?
You old, man. You're
I
just
guess.
old. I know I got a lot of grays in his beard.
I guess.
But I have to realize that, yes, that's not what I wanted my point guard to do in 1998. But that's just what the world is now. I thought about it at first, and I was like, man, this dude, all he do is TikToks. And then I said to myself, oh, he's 5 years older than my daughter. No shit.
Exactly.
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
This is who they are. So I'm not upset with it simply because, I mean, he was doing it when he was coming out of high school. And guess what? He was cooking. He was doing it when he was a Duke. Oh, my God, I can't believe I'm saying something good about a Duke player. But he was doing it in Duke.
He was doing it where he was doing it at?
He was successful. So I'm not looking for kids to stop being themselves. Do what makes you happy, like Jose said. And it ain't even about being happy. It's just I know what era we're in. I know what era we're in. The same way old ass Carl just said, what y'all think about it, as if it was a negative thing, is the same thing that our parents were saying when AI walked into the locker room with baggy jeans,
with a bunch of tattoos,
cornrows,
and
chains around his neck. So it's just
a
different era.
Let me clarify before I get hate mail in the Eat Sleep Sixers email. I have no problem with it personally. My fear is the media and a lot of the fans of Philadelphia, a lot of the boisterous fans and the media. This young kid will be forced to answer a lot of uncomfortable questions early. That's just my fear. You know, I'm hoping he can focus on basketball.
Wow.
Along with the stuff that comes with the social media.
He's not going to have to answer questions simply because he's not going to be playing. Like, who's going to say, well, damn, you must have had a bad game because you was up all night doing TikToks. The man ain't going to play. Like, let's be clear. Do y'all see Jared McCain playing this year?
I mean, if we
significantly this year?
Hold up. That's why I said we need to sign Campaign back. Because if we do not sign Campaign back, when Tyrese Maxey goes out of that game, who do you insert?
Don't get me wrong. I like the kid. I just don't think that TikTok is going to take him away from basketball. They kids. This is what they do on their off time. What we did on our time is different than what they do today. So that's what he doing his off time. But when it's time to lace him up, dog, he could go. He could go. I'll give him his respect. He can play. He's just a kid.
You compare.
Let me tell you something. Everybody's being critical because the spotlight is on them. Let's not act like when you go to work, you perform, and as soon as you get off, you go smoke a blunt. So stop. Shut up.
Let me put my vape down. Hey y'all,
let me turn my camera.
Watermelon.
I don't know who he talking about. I don't know who he talking about. He's talking about the lady up there. Yeah, that's what he was talking to.
No, come on, man. Y'all know I'm right, man. Shut up.
Nah. And here's my thing. You know, these guys, these NBA, NFL, NHL players are unfairly criticized, you know, through their lifestyle. BG, what's going on? It better be important. We better have signed somebody.
I don't know if this is better than Woj. I don't know if this is better than Shams, but I just got a text from Bird. And I think he texted me because he wanted me to say it to y'all to see what y'all think. As a 6'4" guard that's been on the beach in Orlando for the last couple years, and he just so happened to may know a few people around the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes, absolutely.
He may have been around the city before. He may not ask for a crazy bag. He may be a good backup point guard. Berg just asked me about 6'4" Markelle Fultz coming back to Philadelphia. What do you think?
You absolutely do it. You instantly make your bench 10 times better with a Markelle Fultz coming off your bench. We're talking about a former #1 pick coming off your bench, taking that bench money. We have enough money to give him to do so. That's an excellent pickup. And if I'm Daryl Morey, why isn't he here yet?
I'm down, Carl. Calm down.
No, you know what that was going to do for me.
That's the problem because 3 people got signed in 5 hours. Like literally, we signed Oubre, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey within a 5-6 hour window. Like
And then it
so
went
we
hush.
spoiled. Calm down. We all right. We gonna be all right.
It went hush.
Maury, take your
No,
time.
all
Make the
seriousness,
right decisions.
all seriousness, I would like him here because he does fill a need. But the next few bodies we bring in here are going to have to be perennial defensive players. They're going to have had success in this league defending guys on the perimeter because we don't have that. And the guy we had just walked out the door and got traded. Besides Oubre, well, he got signed. Oubre and Paul George.
Yeah.
I get that, but you don't want Paul George guarding the best player on the floor every night. You don't, because it takes energy away from him on the offensive end.
And
This is not Toby we talking about.
And the beautiful thing about it is we have Joel Embiid.
We got other guys that can score, but we didn't bring
remember.
Hey,
wait. Watch this.
We didn't max him out to be our top defender.
Watch this. We maxed him out. What option is he? 1, 2, or 3, Carl? I'll wait. Which option is he? At 36. I'm sorry to put them years on you, Paul.
He's the third option. He's the third option. We ain't gonna dance around.
If he's the third option offensively, what's wrong with the third option, Tobias Harris, guarding the best player? What are you talking about? Yes, you do want him guarding.
Can I answer that?
The best
you laid it out.
The best wing player. I
out.
want Kelly Oubre and Paul George passing them off all game.
I want Kelly on him. And like you said, if there's a pass off, yeah, you have the luxury of having Paul George. But I'm not saying, hey, Paul George, there go LeBron James, you want him all game, take him out of the game. Why? Because that's putting one of my top players in a bad position to get in foul trouble, which would not allow him to play late in the game. That's why I wouldn't do that. That's all I'm saying.
LeBron got to guard him too.
Yeah, I feel you.
PG.
I
gotta think about what nickname he gonna have, dog. I gotta figure out.
We gotta get him a nickname.
They talk about some Philly. Somebody said Philly George. I was like, nah, I don't like Philly George. Philly George don't got a nice ring to it. We gotta come up.
Sound like a monster name or something.
I guess we gotta wait to see what number he gonna get. I guess that's what we really got to see. See what number he get. He might go back.
He's definitely not gonna get 13.
I'm sorry, you ain't getting that. That PG-13 shit is over with.
Yeah,
they not bringing that number out of retirement at all.
And
he just died. Oh yeah, you ain't getting that number.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. And I want y'all to tell me something about it. Tell me how y'all feel about it, and we can go from there. Lonzo Ball.
Hey, with that being said, look at the top of the screen. You got Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Facebook,
Twitter.
Oh man,
Instagram,
you see what this boy do in the show, man.
Twitch.
In the show, man.
We go by word of mouth advertising, so please don't.
Yo, what you doing? No. We ain't going by word of mouth advertisement, nothing. I'm not done talking here. I'm sorry. I just got some chicken wings on the table. I got another drink. We still got a couple minutes. Cut it out.
Y'all have a good night, man. I'll talk to y'all, man. Good night.
I'm about to go.
He always do this shit. When the plate comes.
Always when the plate comes. Stop trying to take my segment. Look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend about the East League Sixers podcast. All right? If you ain't understand what I said in English, this dude over here, Carl, is going to tell you in Spanish.
No te olvides a decir una amiga te diga, una amiga te diga, una amiga.
This guy.
What the?
Hey.
Oh my
That's
God.
my way of doing it.
You saw that he got all zesty.
Y'all have a nice night. Y'all have a nice night.
Yo, he sound like Eddie Chacon out here. God damn.
If anybody watched this on YouTube and it got the caption on and y'all don't know what he just said, neither do we.